What's up, everybody? Nate here, and wanted to jump in and talk to you guys a little bit about some exciting stuff we've got going on at the shop. But most of all, I wanted to check in and feel free to drop your comment below. Um, Hopefully, you're staying healthy, safe, and most of all, keeping your sanity. Um, I know that's probably everybody's biggest struggle right now is finding enough stuff to do to keep yourself going. Obviously, I've been working from home here for about a month and a half, um, which took some adjusting, but we're good to go on that. And other thing is keeping kids entertained. It was weird. Saturday, I was out on my boat with my two little boys catching walleyes on the Mississippi River, and the next day we've got 6 inches of snow, only in Minnesota, right? So that thought of the snow this weekend triggered my thoughts on putting a video together to talk to you guys about some food plot stuff. Obviously, frost seeding is probably past the point of no return at this point, but definitely at the point here, as soon as our snow disappears, a good time to put some of your perennials in and get them in as early as you can. And I wanted to kind of talk to you about the products that we use on our ground and the products that we sell at the shop. We use a company called Domain Outdoors, and last year was the first year that we ran them on our ground, and I went in with open mind about the whole thing because the two gentlemen that are involved in it are good friends, and they've really grown a heck of a business out of it. So I wanted, obviously, you want to help your friends and help them grow, and went into it with an open mind, and I was absolutely blown away and shocked at the performance that we got from it. We ran 3 different seeds on our property. The first one that I'll talk about is called the Comeback Kid, which is a clover. It's a clover and an alfalfa mixture. It's kind of the best of both worlds, and my God, is it awesome! It takes little to no effort to grow it. You get your pHs right, you get your seed bed right, you plant it, you bang, you're done, and it takes off very quickly. Super impressed with that. That's a perennial. It comes back year after year. And then from there, we ran a product we struggle with on our properties. We've got some really good situations on next to bedding on some ridges that we have some kill plots set up, but it's very heavily wooded. It's a very strong oak canopy there. And I was talking to Tim, one of the owners of Domain, and I said, Timmy, I need a seed that's going to handle shade really well. And without even thinking, he said, well, you need to run Hot Chick. He goes, Mike and I have talked about it. Mike Lindahl, the other gentleman that owns it, and Mike and I talked about it. There's no doubt that Hot Chick's going to handle what you needed to do. So I said, all right, send me some stuff. We got to work on it, got the pH right out on the park there, planted it, and I went and checked it in 2 weeks, and it was germinated, and it was coming up, and oh my God, it looked great, and I was excited about it. And about a week after that, the skies opened up, and to the point where everybody, I think, was thinking about building an ark to save themselves. It had rained so much in southern Minnesota. The farmers felt it, everybody felt it, how wet we stayed all year. But that one particular rainstorm that we had rained so hard that it went through an oak canopy and completely flattened my whole plot, to the point where it looked like you took a fire truck and just went out there and emptied the tanks, and it looked like a parking lot. All my plants were laid down and withered on the ground, and I thought it was done. So I told myself I was going to give the plot a week and a half, 2 weeks to see if it can pop back and come out of it. And I went up there 2 weeks afterwards, snuck up to the farm, ran up the hill road, and it had came back, and it was about mid-shin high, and it was beautiful. Very shade tolerant. The deer love it. It's a chicory product, so the turkeys are going to love it this spring. It is a perennial, so it's going to be back. I haven't had the opportunity to get up there and check it yet this spring, but I know it's there. I know my mom's been out shed hunting and she's seen it. So everything's good that way. And then midsummer, we put in our brassica blends because you want to hold off on planting those until later in the summer, because if you go too early, they get really big and woody. Your turnips and your radishes and your sugar beets and all those, they get really almost too big for deer to really want to crave them. I mean, they want them, but when they're really big, it's tough for them to get them out of the ground and eat them and do all that stuff. So about middle of July, July 4th to the 20th is when I focus on putting our brassica plots in, and we go and tilled up the ground that we had sprayed and got ready for that specific purpose. And once the ground was ready, I make sure I go back and I cultipack everything. The reason I do that is because the beets and the turnips and everything are such a small seed. Another tip that we use too, that I got from actually my boss at work, where I work 9 to 5, is putting kitty litter in, just regular that you buy, like Tidy Cats or whatever, specifically because the coloration of the seed of turnips and radishes and stuff like that, it's tough to pick that up coming out of your broadcast spreader onto the ground. So I put like kitty litter in with the mixture, so you can see that gray pellet coming out, and it helps you not over seed your plot. Because the one thing you got to realize when you do these big brassicas and stuff like that, you can overseed it and it's going to choke itself down. So you want to have that happy medium in there. So we spread it on the cultipack ground, and then once everything is spread, we'll come back over with a 4-wheeler and cultipack everything. So it just sets that seed into the ground just a little bit. And obviously we try to plan all of our seedings in correspondent with, a rain shower coming behind it to set it in a little bit more, and then obviously get the moisture needed. Try to avoid the gully washers so your seed doesn't just get washed away. It's the perfect medium. But that's the reason why I wanted to jump on, is those 3 seeds we ran last year. This year I'm going to run a couple different seeds. We're going to run a no BS mix that they make. I probably will run a Sugar Mama, and then they have a product called Incognito, which is a very tall, 7 to 10 feet tall shade, basically food plot shade. We're going to use that to kind of direct some deer. Everybody knows that in our country down here, and pretty much anywhere in the United States, a big whitetail buck is going to hang out in the timber as long as he possibly can before he has to come out and chase does. Granted, we all get lucky and have those instances where a big buck is dumb and he's running a doe and he just is in the wrong place at the right time. But 9 times out of 10, a big buck is going to sit inside the woods. I've seen it 100 times where you can see them inside the timber. You're hunting a field edge, getting close to dark. You can see them standing there watching all the dumb little bucks running the does. And as soon as darkness falls, they come out. Well, you're out of luck then. You can't legally harvest them. So what we're going to use this Incognito for, A, seclusion to get to our tree stands, shades so the deer can't see us getting in and out, and B, that buck, if he smells a hot doe out in the field, he has to physically move himself through 10 feet tall plants. He can't see her, so he has to come out. He has to expose himself. So that's one of my thought processes that I'm using this year, is different ways that I can make big deer commit to the food plots, commit to our food sources, and have to come out. We do a lot of other things to try and do that, but if you can make it so he can't sit there in the luxury of his own bedroom and see what's going on, he has to come out, hey, it may just work. And I've read a lot of articles that says it is working. So I think we're going to give it a shot. So Incognito is one thing that we sell the whole, we're a dealer for Domain. We can direct ship you bulk orders. So if you want stuff that's big quantities and stuff like that in 5-gallon pails or, or more, we can do that. We can do anything we want. We just actually shipped a huge order to North Dakota for a buddy of mine, Jeff Olson. Jeff, appreciate if you see the video, appreciate the order, buddy. That was a big one. We love it. I know you won't be disappointed with it. You got any questions, let me know. The pH kits and everything should be in the package, so it's pretty self-explanatory on how that works. So we've got a lot of fun, exciting stuff coming. Please be patient with us on the website. We literally have thousands of products that we can sell in any given day through all of our binocular companies that we work with. I mean, they have everything from monoculars all the way up to big spotting scopes. So we have to have all those SKUs in. Evan Bungham, a gentleman that we've been working with, has been doing a great job on that. Evan, appreciate all your hard work. He shot all of our promotional videos, and that's why I wanted to bring this up on our YouTube channel at B.R.O on YouTube. We're going to be posting a lot of videos like this, product reviews, different things that we're doing. When I'm out planting my food plots, I'll shoot videos and put it on there. Any tips and tactics for that, you name it, that's where our video media is going to be based, and then we'll share it to our Facebook page. So make sure you get over there, like and subscribe to that, so that anytime I drop a new video or Matt drops a video talking about tips on rifles or tips on anything like that, you're covered. And we just got a lot of fun, exciting stuff coming here in the next month, and we look forward to bringing it all to you. So hopefully you're staying safe, you're staying sane, and you're staying healthy. And we love all you customers out there. We thank you for all your business so far. Our first year in business at our new location. We've been in business since '99, but our first full year with Matt running the gunsmithing business has been fantastic. The outpouring of support and the amount of product that's been brought into the shop for Matt to work on has just been astronomical, and we thank you for it. So stay safe, stay healthy. We'll get through the old lockdown, and next thing you know, it will be summertime, and we'll be out on the river and your local lake or wherever you're at, enjoying your family and friends, and everything will be hopefully back to normal. So have a great day. Appreciate it. Talk to you later.